Hey everyone, so I know I just came to you guys with a video talking about the simplicity or the free gift of salvation, and I really hope that you guys enjoy that. Please share that. For those who really need to hear that message, please share it. This is going to be another brief video. Hopefully I'm going to try to make it brief, but this is going to be another brief video talking about the simplicity of prayer, how very important it is. Now, I am not in a very experienced Christian. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still asking other Christians questions because I don't always have the answers. But I'm telling you guys based off what I've learned so far being on this journey with God. And I learned that when it comes down to prayer, you do not have to be fancy. You do not have to always be on your knees because you can pray anywhere. You don't always have to have your hands up like this. You don't always have to use that. You don't even have to use that old English language with the thous and the these and all that to make your prayers sound a lot more structured. No, it doesn't even have to be like that. Prayer is simply a conversation with God. It is you talking to God and telling him about everything that you're feeling, everything that you're thinking. Prayer, when you make prayer a habit, it's almost like it's very similar to the way that you establish relationships with the people in your life already. Your mom, your dad, your friends. If you're in a relationship, you know, the person that you're with, how do they know you so well? How do they know things about you? Well, you talk to them, you have a conversation with them, you let them in, and you give them that leeway and that access to know you. It's the same thing with God. When you pray, you talk to him, you tell him what's going on. Your prayer doesn't always have to be long and drawn out. It doesn't always have to be a sermon. You don't have to, unless you're praying in the spirit, which is really important. But if you're just, when you simply wake up in the morning, just simply as saying, God, thank you for waking me up today. Thank you for letting me see another day. Thank you for this. Thank you for blessing me with that. Thank you for that. You know, and it becomes a habit and a great habit nonetheless. And it makes you feel good on the inside. And then it pleases God when you pray. You have to pray. If you are a Christian, you must develop a prayer life. And a prayer life, it's not as difficult as people want to make it seem. I know for me personally, I pray everywhere I go. I kind of have a little issue with praying around others because I get distracted, and if I'm praying in my head or I'm praying in my heart, I like quietness so that I can formulate the thought. But a lot of times if I can't, then I'll probably sit down with my phone and, you know, I'll text it or I'll write it. There are many different ways that you can pray. You can get a prayer journal where you write down all of your prayers in a journal, or you could pray in your heart. You know, that's one of the best ways, especially if you're in a place physically where you don't have your prayer journal with you. You can always pray in your heart. I use my phone, the little note app on my phone. I use that little notepad app. I use that, and you know, I just text some thoughts, some quick thoughts and prayers to God when I just have some things that I want to say and talk about, no matter what I'm dealing with. Even if I'm having a good day and I just feel like talking to him and saying, you know, God, I just want to talk to you. Hey, how you doing? You know, it's simple. It's just the way that you talk to your friends and your family is the way that you talk to God. I don't do the whole, you know, like cursing and things like that. But like I said, I don't have all the answers, but I'm just telling you what I've learned so far. And my friend on Facebook, she does a really good job of explaining how simple prayer is. And the way she puts it, you would think that it's something that you can just master in one day. But prayer, it doesn't require any skills. It doesn't require a resume. All it is just saying, God, I got to talk to you. And just addressing him. You acknowledge him first, and then you talk to him. Tell him what's going on in your life. He's very much concerned about what goes on in your life. And if you are a Christian, like I said, it is very important that you learn to establish a prayer life, that you learn to establish talking to God. That's how you form the relationship with him. So if you're here and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm, you know, qualified to pray, anybody can pray. Just talk to God and be brutally honest. Do not hide anything. God already knows you. He knows the deepest parts of your heart already. You don't have to hide from him, and you don't have to keep stuff a secret because he already knows you. He just wants you to tell him. So be honest with him. If you are having problems forgiving somebody, tell him that. If you're having problems with loving someone, tell him that. If you're having problems in school, tell him that. Do not be afraid to tell him what you need to tell him. So I hope this video encouraged all of you, and have a wonderful day.